Welcome back, everybody, to another AI deep dive. Today, we're going to be looking at a tool that I've been seeing a lot of buzz about recently. It's called Creatify, and it basically claims to be able to turn any product URL that you give it into a polished video ad, like instantly.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty bold claim. We're going to see how well they deliver on that promise today.
Well, video creation has always been a huge pain point for businesses trying to market their products online, especially for smaller companies,
Right.
trying to make their own marketing materials. It can be super time consuming, and hiring professionals can be really, really expensive.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, especially if you're a small business or if you're a solopreneur, like you're doing everything yourself. So to be able to have something that can just take a URL and turn it into a video ad, that could be a huge time saver.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what I think is really interesting about Creatify is how it's using AI to kind of level the playing field. Because it's not just about making a video, it's about using AI to actually generate the scenes, write the copy, and even create a voiceover, all tailored to different social media platforms.
So you're saying it's like having a whole production team in your back pocket.
Yeah, basically.
That's pretty cool. So you mentioned they do it all tailored to different social media platforms. So does that mean, like, if I give it a URL for a product,
Yeah.
I can then say, okay, make me a video ad for this, for YouTube, make me one for Instagram, make me one for TikTok.
Exactly. And it'll optimize the video for each of those platforms. Like
Right.
the aspect ratio, the length, the style of the video, all that stuff is taken care of.
Wow, that's really impressive.
Yeah.
So, I mean, obviously, this has been getting a ton of buzz, especially since the recent update on January 14th. From all the research you've been doing on it, what stood out to you the most?
The thing that really impressed me is how much the quality has improved. With this January 14th update, users are reporting much better results. And some big names in the marketing world are even saying that Creatify is like a must-have tool now.
Oh, wow. So it's not just hype.
No, it seems like they're really delivering on their promises.
Well, let's dive into some of the features then. Like, what are the things that actually make this work?
Well, the core feature is that URL to video conversion. But what's really cool is that the AI isn't just like grabbing random images and slapping them together. It's actually pulling information from the product URL, like
Yeah.
the name, the description, even customer reviews, to create a video ad that's targeted and relevant to that specific product.
So it's not just like generic cookie cutter stuff. It's actually tailoring the message to the product.
Exactly.
It's really smart. So what about like the visuals? Because I've seen a lot of talk about AI avatars.
Yeah, so Creatify gives you over 70 different AI avatars to choose from. So you can pick one that matches your brand's personality or speaks to your target audience. Like, imagine you're a skincare brand. You might use a soothing, natural-looking avatar. But if you're a gaming company, you might want something more edgy and animated.
That makes sense. 70 options?
Yeah.
That's a lot of variety. I've also seen people talking about custom avatars. Like, can you get a digital twin of yourself to be in the ad?
That would be really cool. They haven't officially announced anything about digital twins yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was on their roadmap.
That'd be amazing.
Mm.
So we've talked about URL to video. We've talked about the AI avatars. What about the script itself? Like, does the user have to write that?
So this is where it gets even more interesting. Creatify has an AI scriptwriter that actually crafts the ad narrative for you. And it's based on proven marketing techniques. They have a whole database of successful ad campaigns. And the AI uses that to generate scripts that are designed to actually convert viewers into buyers.
So you're saying even if you're not a copywriting expert, you can still get a script that's based on what actually works.
Exactly. It takes the guesswork out of it
Mm.
and helps you create an ad that's not only visually appealing, but also persuasive.
That's really cool. So, I mean, it sounds pretty amazing so far, but I'm sure there's got to be some downsides, like no technology is perfect, right?
Right. You have to keep in mind that AI-generated content, while it's come a long way, it might not always match the creativity and nuance that a human can bring.
So you're saying there's still a place for the human touch, that kind of spark of genius that an algorithm might miss?
Exactly. It's important to view Creatify as a tool that empowers you, not replaces your own creativity.
That makes sense. So it's still important to review the results, tweak things,
Yeah,
and make sure it aligns with your vision.
definitely.
And I'm guessing the results probably vary depending on the complexity of the product you're advertising.
Yeah, that's a good point. You might get a phenomenal ad for a simple product, but something more complex might need more tweaking and human intervention.
Right, so it's important to have realistic expectations.
Yeah.
But even with those considerations in mind, it seems like the pros still outweigh the cons by a lot.
Oh, yeah. especially when you consider the time and cost savings. It's like having a tireless assistant working behind the scenes to generate ad ideas and tackle the technical side of video creation.
It frees you up to focus on strategy and
Yeah,
the bigger picture. So
exactly.
it's not just about saving time, it's about being able to work smarter.
And it's not just for entrepreneurs either. Think about large e-commerce platforms. They have thousands of products to promote. Creatify could revolutionize how they create product videos and keep their marketing fresh.
That's true. It's amazing to think about the ripple effect this kind of tool could have across different industries.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. And it's not just theoretical either. Like, this is actually happening right now. The hashtag Creatify is trending on X. People are sharing their experiences and showing off the ads they've created.
That's a good sign. What about endorsements? Have any big names in the marketing world come out and said, hey, this is great?
Oh, yeah. Influencers like Digital Marketing Guru have been praising Creatify, calling it a game changer for video ad creation.
Okay, so it's not just hype. It's getting real-world validation from people who actually know what they're talking about.
Absolutely.
Well, before we get into more about the impact and user experiences, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back to unpack more about Creatify.
So we were just talking about how Creatify is really starting to gain some traction in the marketing world. People are using it, they're talking about it, and even big names like Digital Marketing Guru are giving it their stamp of approval.
Yeah, it's definitely exciting stuff, but it makes me wonder, like, how does it compare to other tools out there?
Yeah.
You know, there are already things like Canva and Adobe Spark that offer video creation features. So what makes Creatify stand out from the crowd?
That's a great question. And the key difference here is that those other platforms are more general purpose. They're great for video editing and design in general. But Creatify is laser focused on one thing, automating video ad creation from product data.
So it's not just about making any video. It's about making videos specifically designed to sell products and using AI and data analysis to do it really effectively.
Exactly.
And a really interesting niche to focus on.
Yeah, and it makes a lot of sense for marketers because it takes what can be a really complex process and makes it super simple and accessible.
You mentioned earlier the potential impact this could have on the marketing landscape. Can you elaborate on that a bit more?
Absolutely. One of the biggest things I see is that it has the potential to really level the playing field for small businesses.
How so?
Well, imagine a small local bakery that's trying to compete with big national chains.
Right.
With Creatify, they can create professional quality video ads
Hi.
that are just as good as anything the big guys are putting out.
So it's not just about creating beautiful videos. It's about giving small businesses the tools they need to reach more customers and grow their businesses.
Exactly.
That's really powerful.
And it goes beyond small businesses, too. Think about e-commerce platforms with huge inventories.
Like Amazon.
Exactly. They could use Creatify to create engaging product videos for their entire catalog.
It's like having a whole army of virtual videographers working for you.
Yeah, and it's not just about ads either. Imagine influencers using Creatify to create sponsored content videos.
Oh, that's a good point. It could really change the way brands and influencers work together.
Definitely.
So it's really about more than just creating ads. It's about changing the entire content creation landscape.
Absolutely.
It's pretty mind-blowing when you think about all the possibilities.
And it raises some really interesting questions about the future of marketing and content creation. Like, as AI tools like Creatify become more powerful and accessible, what skills are marketers going to need to thrive?
Right. Will human creativity become even more important? Or will AI eventually take over completely?
Those are tough questions, and I don't think anyone has all the answers yet. But one thing is for sure, the marketing landscape is changing fast, and those who embrace AI and adapt their skills will be the ones who succeed.
It's an exciting time to be in marketing, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So you mentioned earlier that Creatify offers a free trial. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Yeah, definitely. They have a free trial that lets you explore the platform, test out all the features, and see what you can create.
So if anyone's listening and they're intrigued by what they've heard, they can just go to the Creatify website and give it a try.
Absolutely.
They also have tutorials and case studies to help people get started, right?
Yeah, they have a lot of resources to help you get the most out of the platform.
That's great. So really, anyone can jump in and start creating video ads right away.
Yep, even if you have no prior experience.
That's awesome. Well, before we go too much further, I want to shift gears a bit and talk about something really important. And that's the ethical considerations surrounding AI in marketing.
Oh yeah, that's a crucial point. While the possibilities are really exciting, it's important to use these tools responsibly and be mindful of the potential impact on consumers and society as a whole.
So it's not just about what AI can do, it's about how we use it. We need to make sure that AI is being used for good.
And that it's not being used to manipulate or exploit people.
Transparency and ethical considerations are really paramount as we navigate this new landscape.
I couldn't agree more.
It's a conversation that we all need to be a part of.
Definitely.
So let's talk about the practical side of things for a moment. What about pricing for Creatify? What kind of plans do they offer?
So they have a tiered pricing structure with different plans to fit different needs and budgets.
Okay, so there's something for everyone.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Their basic plan gives you access to the core features, and then their higher tier plans offer more advanced customization options, increased video resolution,
Yeah.
and things like priority customer support.
So there's a plan for everyone from individual creators to large agencies.
Exactly.
And of course, there's the free trial, so you can try it before you buy it.
Yeah, that's a great way to see if Creatify is right for you.
So we've talked about pricing. What about integrations? Does Creatify play well with other tools and platforms?
Oh yeah, they've done a great job with integrations. For example, if you use Shopify for your online store, you can connect your Shopify account to Creatify and easily generate video ads for all of your products.
So no more manually copying and pasting URLs or uploading product info.
Exactly. It's all seamless.
That's awesome.
They also have integrations with popular social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, so you can easily publish your ads where your target audience is hanging out.
That's really smart.
It makes the whole process so much smoother and more efficient.
It sounds like they've really thought of everything.
They've definitely put a lot of effort into making Creatify user-friendly and powerful.
And it seems to be paying off.
Based on user reviews and testimonials, people are really happy with it.
It's one thing to have a great concept, but it's another thing entirely to execute it well and create a product that people actually enjoy using.
Yeah, they seem to have nailed it on both fronts.
It's impressive. But you know, we've been talking a lot about Creatify specifically, and it's important to remember that this is just one example of the amazing advancements that are happening in the world of AI. So I'm curious to hear your thoughts on where you see AI heading in the next few years, especially in the realm of marketing and content creation.
Oh, that's a big question, but it's a really exciting one. I mean, we're already seeing AI being used to personalize marketing messages, automate customer interactions, and even generate entire articles and scripts.
It's incredible how fast this technology is evolving.
Yeah, it's mind-boggling.
And a little bit daunting, too, if I'm being honest.
I know what you mean. The possibilities are endless. But it also raises a lot of questions about the future of work and the role of human creativity.
Exactly.
Like, will we all be replaced by robots? Or will AI simply augment our abilities and allow us to do even more amazing things?
It's a question that we're all grappling with right now.
And I think it's important to approach AI development and adoption with a lot of care and thought.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We need to make sure that AI is being used ethically
And that it's benefiting society as a whole.
without exacerbating existing inequalities or creating new ones.
Couldn't agree more.
It's a conversation that we need to be having actively and continuously.
Definitely.
Well, we've covered a lot of ground today. We've explored Creatify's features, its potential impact, and even touched on some of the broader ethical considerations surrounding AI and marketing.
Yeah, it's been a great conversation.
But we've barely scratched the surface of what's happening in the AI landscape.
There's so much more to discover and explore.
And we'll definitely be doing more deep dives on AI in the future. But for now, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back to wrap up our discussion on Creatify and the fascinating world of AI-powered marketing.
So we're back, and man, thinking about all this stuff with Creatify. Creatify, it just really hits home how AI is changing the game for everyone when it comes to getting their message out there.
It really is amazing. I mean, it wasn't that long ago that you needed a whole team and a ton of money to make a decent video ad. Yeah, for sure. And now you can do it all on your own with just a few clicks.
And it's not just about making ads either. It's about giving everyone a voice. Small businesses, entrepreneurs, artists, anyone with a story to tell can now create professional quality videos to share their ideas with the world.
It's like leveling the playing field for creativity.
Yeah.
But you know, with all this power comes a lot of responsibility too. We got to make sure we're using AI for good.
Absolutely. We can't just blindly trust the algorithms. We need to be aware of the potential biases that can creep in.
And make sure we're not perpetuating harmful stereotypes or excluding certain groups.
Exactly. Transparency and accountability are so important when it comes to AI.
It's a conversation we need to keep having as AI becomes more and more integrated into our lives.
Absolutely.
Well, I think we've covered a lot of ground today. We've explored Creatify's features and its potential impact, and we've even touched on some of the bigger ethical questions surrounding AI and marketing.
Yeah, it's been a really thought-provoking discussion.
So if you're listening to this and you're intrigued by what you've heard, I highly encourage you to check out Creatify for yourself. Head over to their website, sign up for a free trial, and see what you can create.
You might be surprised at what you're capable of.
And be sure to let us know what you think in the comments below. We love hearing from our listeners.
And don't forget to follow @AI for the People for more daily AI content.
We're your go-to source for all things AI, from the latest news and trends to in-depth discussions about the ethical implications of this rapidly evolving technology.
Thanks for joining us today.
And until next time, keep exploring, keep innovating, and keep those creative sparks flying. Don't forget to like this deep dive, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on our next exploration of the amazing world of AI tools. We'll see you tomorrow.